everybody, hello and welcome. My name is, well, it's Jake. It is, but it always was not. And today is all going to be about that because I'm going to take you back into my past and tell you how I became a developer here in Pixel Worlds and whatnot. And to do that, let's go back to the year 2000. To the year 2000. Actually, we even need to go further back to the year 95, to be honest. 1995, that's the year when I started playing games. And I first game that I ever owned was Mickey's Adventures or something. I will pull it up here or some picture of that. But that was my first game, and it was like similar to Pixel Worlds in some aspects. I loved playing that, and I hated playing that as well because that game is hard. That game, I tell you, that like the most infuriating game ever. Like Crash Bandicoot? No, not even close. Then around the year of 2000, I started to wonder about making games. A little bit later on, there was this RPG Maker 2000 that you could use and kind of like create your own RPG game, like the ones that you had on Nintendo Entertainment System, NES. But then we need to jump a little bit forward. I started playing Dota. That was something that I really loved. Blizzard Entertainment created games like Warcraft 2, Frozen Throne. I started really playing more and more of Dota. That's one of the custom games in that expansion that you could play on the Battle.net against other players and with your teammates. Then we jump ahead to the year 2009 because that was a game-changing year for me because my friends pulled me to the theater. They said that, oh yes, we need a male actor, come and let's have some fun. And it was fun. I was in a theater and I started acting. Doing a little bit of actor work here and there as a hobby and then a little bit more professional after a few years. That really helped me to be a more extrovert person because, believe it or not, I used to be very introverted, like really shy. I was so shy that I couldn't do anything. Like talking to girls was impossible. Not a chance. Not this guy. Nope. No. Girls would come to me and I would run. I was too scared of girls. I would run away. Like, that's Jake. I was in the theater and I gained a lot more confidence over there and it helped me a lot. And then 2012, I looked at Dota 2 International and I saw this great commentator called Toby1. And I really loved what he was doing. I really loved like being commentator, saying what is happening right now, being this kind of hype caster. It was so much fun to look at it and listen to it. I felt like I want to do that too. But my problem was that there was no tournaments that I could go and just commentate on. Nothing really happening, at least here in Finland. So, to somehow get a tournament that I could commentate on, I decided that, well, I'm gonna host my own tournament. So I started to be a tournament organizer. The first tournament that I ever held was with 4 teams. By the way, I was not called Jake at that time, I was called something else. But 4 teams, and I commentated on that one day, 3 games. It was awesome. Then I did another tournament, and another one after that. And it just started growing. And in the end, in total, I've held and organized over 30 Dota 2 tournaments here in Finland. Around 2014, I felt like I want to bring this gaming thing into a whole new level, so to speak. And maybe I even want to develop some games that I could then commentate on or do this kind of things. And this is, by the way, one of the reasons why I do live streams. I really love talking to you guys and love doing this kind of things. I went and applied for game programming school, actually here in Kotka, called the University of Applied Sciences. Back then it was called QAMK, but now it's called XAMK. I was there for a few years, studying programming, game design a little bit, and at the same time I was doing all kinds of video editing, live stream productions with the tournaments that I was doing at that time, and commentating, of course. But then I started to feel like programming is not really my thing. I love doing this kind of commentating, being in front of camera and also growing that community and talking to the community. That was something that I really loved. This is also why my road for becoming a game developer is not what you would call normal. Well, normally you would probably go to just school and graduate, then hopefully you would get an intern spot at some game development company and then just go there and get a job. Not this guy. I wanted to do this kind of filming thing, like right now, what we're doing. YouTube videos, yay! Love to do this kind of thing. Talking by myself in a room, all by myself, all alone. This actually fits me really well. I'm alone in an office room and I'm talking to myself. But let's get back to the story. I realized and then I decided that I don't want to be a programmer. I think that was a really good decision. I moved to Helsinki, that is the capital of Finland. At the same time, I did a lot more esports and I became a board member of the Esports Federation here in Finland and started to help esports communities, esports games to get to another level and try to do everything that I could. Then I decided that I want to do more of this filming thing. And there are esports broadcasts, you know, you see these grand scale internationals and big stages and everything. That was something, maybe that is my thing. In order to do that, I needed to learn that stuff. There's not really anywhere to learn that except schools. So I applied for movie school at Helsinki called Vocational College of Helsinki, I think. I started to direct a lot of esports broadcasts and shows while I was learning like very traditional movie making and documentary style of filming. I actually even made my own short movie, and well, if you want to see that, where I directed a movie, let me know in the comments below and maybe I'll add a link into the description later on if you really want to see that. I was starting there and then my brother called me.
Hey, what's up, Jake?
Nothing much. Looking for a great place to go and do some internships and everything.
You know what? I found something perfect. I've been looking for a job for myself, but I found something else instead. I found something that might interest you.
What? What are you saying?
Well, I was looking at this website where they are looking for a great community manager that does live streams and YouTube videos as well on top of everything else.
Immediately, I jumped up, went into my computer and checked out what was going on. It was from this company called Kukori Mobile Entertainment, and they were looking for a guy that could help them develop the game, could do YouTube videos, live streams, edit them, do of course a lot of community work. Immediately, okay, this is something I have been looking for. I looked at what they need and what they want. They wanted me to do a video application. And, well, I'm gonna play you a small clip. I know the sound is a little bit crap, but you can just live with that. Instead of our normal broadcast, Dota 2 commentary, or Let's Play video, we're gonna do something special today just for you guys there at Kukori Mobile Entertainment. But before we start, we gotta kinda change that set, or this set. And what we're gonna do is grab this, pull it down together here, throw it away. Oh yeah, you kind of get closer. And like this, that. But yeah, my name back then was Paulzor. I did a lot of other streaming and also some YouTube videos back then. They looked at it and asked me to come for a job interview. Then they showed me very early stages of pixel welds. I wouldn't even say it was pixel welds back then. It was totally something else. I immediately fell in love. Of course, I was in a job interview, so I had to be like very cool dog. I was like, oh, this kind of game, maybe. Inside, I was like, oh my god, yeah! But you know, you never show that in an interview. Never. But I was inside like, woo! Oh, interesting idea. Woo! Yeah, I would really love to develop this game. It sounds interesting. And then 1 week later, they called me and said, okay, you want it? You got the job. I was over the moon about that. I had to still finish my school, so I finished it up in the next 3 months. And then, well, I would almost say like, the rest is history. The reason why I'm telling you this, my story of becoming a pixel welds developer is because there is no one way, one straight line that you can go. Look for the things that you want to do. If you want to be a programmer, then yeah, there is like straight way. You can go to school, learn it, and then go. But you can also learn it by yourself at home, or you can just start right now if you want to. There are great YouTube tutorials about, for example, Unity that we use. If you truly want to become a game developer, look for your own way and what you are good at, and never give up. So if you have any questions about becoming a game developer, what you could do or anything, let me know in the comments below and I will try to come there. And if there are a lot of different questions about that, maybe I'm gonna make another video about that, or at least come to our live streams and I'm gonna be answering there. But hey, thank you guys very much for watching. My name nowadays is Jake, and I am the community manager of Pixel Worlds, of course here at the headquarters of Pixel Worlds. And of course, I'll see you in, well, Pixel Worlds.